snow, it was like buy, buy
Man,
in.
that is, hey, the weather is controlled from well, when it's not being controlled by humans or trying to be, it's controlled from the rotations of the planets and everything. So is human psyche. So that's
Yeah.
why it's incredible. We got to get Dev in here on the DLA DAO show one time. Maybe he'll stop
Yeah.
by and talk some astrology and markets with us. But this is the start. Hold on, am I coming up on there? I'm not coming up on the audio on my side. Let me see here. You
Yo,
guys
can
can
you
hear
hear
me
me?
there? Let me put on my. Okay, there we go. Now I'm coming in here, so we're going to start the show real quick. Welcome to the sixth episode of the DLA DAO show. Today we're going to be talking about Web3, stock market, all that, what's going on in the news, what's going on in the economies, all types of stuff has been going on, including the World Econ Forum dropping non-stop live streams and video clips. It's getting in the mainstream. It's been on local news. We've been talking about the World Econ Forum forever. We've been on to you. But if you don't know what DLA DAO is or a DAO, we are a decentralized autonomous organization of gamers, artists, developers, creators, traders, investors, all of that trying to work on a collective goal of decentralizing Web3 play to earn gaming and bringing in strong economic systems into Web3 gaming and whatever else that we might find our hands in. So, we got our co host, Fresh Bueller, DLA DAO Dev, Unreal Engine game designer. Been in the kitchen working, cooking up something, huh? What you got cooking over there?
Oh, should I show them a quick preview or what?
Do you want to show them a quick preview? I don't know, man.
I mean, this is what you get to see, and it's gone.
And it's gone. So the first game for Forgotten Corners, sponsored by DLA DAO and developed by DLA DAO, coming. I would say, would you say soon to a neighborhood near you? What do you think? A
I'd
blockchain,
say
a wallet near you,
coming
NFT.
soon to a blockchain you're on.
Hopefully you're on this blockchain. If you're not,
I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
you better be
basically,
getting on
On a
soon.
blockchain near you. I like it.
So we got Tyrell
The
joining
block
us
is hot.
today.
The block is hot.
What'd you say?
I said the block is hot. The
Oh,
block is hot.
yeah, nice. They got Wheezy references already. I love it. That's how to start a show off. So what is going on in the news, Tyrell? Anything you seen fresh? What do you got straight off the bat? Anything?
the person who's backing um, Ripple wants to against the SEC wants to remain anonymous.
Okay. I don't blame him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him either, but I
What did is
mean,
there a reason why he wants to?
oh no, sorry, the SEC supporter. But that to me is like, why would you not want to support the SEC publicly,
Right.
right? Like what, especially like aren't they for the transparency? Like,
No. SEC don't care about transparency.
Yeah,
I
they're
mean,
they're
when it comes to security, they want to know who's doing what.
Yeah. They more nosy, not transparency. That's like she like, no, I'm your mother. You know what I mean?
Do as I say, not as I do, type of
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. Very much.
that's yeah.
What's been going on with Google and Microsoft? I heard they've been in a little battles, low key too. See what I'm
It's
saying with this AI stuff and
Google,
everything.
Microsoft, and Apple.
Hmm.
Apple's in it with Microsoft with the VRAR tech, and
Yeah.
then Google, Microsoft, and OpenAI are fighting in the AI AGI space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You feel like the financial or the fintech sector and is going to make a crazy push or you feel like this is kind of like when it comes to AI? Do you feel like you know the technology sector is gonna have a nice little push because of this?
I would say yes, but I'm not sure if it's because of this or it's just going to line up with this.
Mm,
I would say it depends on the country.
yeah, I agree.
Where's the country that's manufacturing the technology for the
Yeah,
AI, and which country is benefiting the
and the
most off of it?
microchips, right?
Yeah, exactly. That'd be where I'd want to know, follow the money all the way back to the actual beginning. There was an old saying. I'm trying to remember how this old stock market saying goes. But it's something like, how's it go? All right, I'm gonna have to remember it. I'm gonna have to remember it. But anyway, before I'll remember it in a second. But what I wanted to pull up here was this. Let me see. I gotta find the right thing. Oh, here we go. I wanted to pull up while you're talking about Google. I don't think there's a competition going on at all.
You think
And
they could work
Mm,
together
I
still?
mean, I think they're trying to compete with Google, but I think Google's too far ahead. And this is why right here is MegaSwap, and this is DSO's swap that they've been working on. And you
mm,
can see who it's integrated with, Google Cloud
mm.
Are you
and
sharing your screen?
Coinbase. Yeah, I'm sharing my screen.
I don't see it.
I about to say we don't see
I
it.
was sharing it. Okay, hold on a second. I'm sharing it to Twitter and everybody else, just not you here on Entra. If you're not, if you're over here on Twitter or whatnot, come join us on Entra. Come join us, join the conversation. If not, you just listening. Hold on, I got where did that tab go? Is that why I didn't? All right, we're just gonna we'll just do that screen and let's see. Don't look at that. Oh, here it goes. Here's the right one. There we go.
Don't look at that, he says.
Yeah, don't look at this. Stop looking at things. Now, where's my Entra? Oh my gosh, everything's falling apart right now. The whole show. No,
Oh no.
well, I'm trying to fix it to what, yeah. Can you guys see what I was looking at now? Here we
I
go. I see
could.
the problem.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, we got it fixed here. We're back on track. Okay, so Mega Swap right here. Google Cloud Services integrated. So like Google is already like pretty far ahead. They actually have header hash graph. Is that how you say it? Header hash graph. Hedera, and Hedera is like a blockchain. So I don't see Microsoft or Apple really doing much on blockchain yet. I feel like they're kind of behind the curve on it, and plus it's just Google. Like
I think they're not behind the game because they still are focused on like more of like uh commercial use. You know what I mean? So they're gonna probably adapt like a co-working space for the blockchain, but make it centralized in a way. You know what I mean? Like that's where I see Microsoft really like a CRM, but with blockchain, something like that.
well, that's the thing, like kind of integrating into blockchains as it is. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I just don't think Apple and Microsoft have the same power as Google does at this point. Cause
Really? They're
yeah,
that far
cause
ahead?
well, I mean, just look at the stock prices, right? I mean, and the market caps. Like Google's before they did the
Well, not
stock
not
split.
even just that, bro. Just think about the amount of data that Google has been collecting and for how long.
Yeah,
Oh
that
yeah,
too.
no,
They own
that's
everybody's soul through data.
literally,
You know,
literally.
Apple's got some, but yeah, Google's
Think
everywhere.
about how many things you Google on a daily basis. Not even on like a yearly,
No, but
monthly, just on a
look over your
daily basis.
term. You don't. You say look it up. You say Google it. Even if you're gonna
Literally.
go to Bing, you're gonna say Google it.
Even if you go to Bing, who's going to Bing? Mr. Triplet, raise your hand
Nobody.
and come up here and admit it. Tell
I've
us that
not
you're
heard
going to
somebody say
Bing.
Bing that for me.
I
Bing that for me.
see we got multiple people in the audience. Raise your hands if you want to come up and join the show here and join the discussion. We're just getting started about the crypto news and stuff. But yeah, if you use Bing, maybe not come up here because I'm gonna roast you really hard. I know
Yeah,
Mr.
Yeah,
Triplet's
I'm
using
a
no,
Bing.
not Mr.
yeah.
Triplet. It's
Mr.
all about
Triple
that Ask
definitely is a
Jeeves,
Bing guy.
bro. It's all about that Ask Jeeves, bro.
Jeez, you go way back now.
Ooh,
Shit, in school you couldn't even ask Jeeves. You could only ask Jeeves for kids.
wow,
Let's
that's
see.
ridiculous.
Oh, Mr. Triplet in the audience, he said, I'm here for the candles. They smell the best. Hash grab equals when I steal your weed. AOL all the way. Ash Jeeves. Raise your hand and come up here and talk, Triplet. Why are you hiding?
I know. I don't know why this guy's hiding behind some text.
Uh, he's busy getting NFTLA together. Wow, I
Nah,
said that without
we need
messing
the
that up.
Entre Don.
We need what?
We need the Entre Don up here.
Entre Don, the Don of Entre. How's it going,
Hmm.
Roberto? You're welcome to raise your hand. Come join the show here. We're just hopping into the news. See, we got multiple people. Maria as well. Or you just sit back and listen, what you ever do. Apparently, the one girl used Bing because she left. We,
I'm sorry
Mm.
if I offended anybody who uses Bing.
Y'all offended all these Bing users, man. They gonna write a review on you on Bing on how they hate DLA.
Holy shit. Fuck DLA DAO. Their
Review.
Unreal Engine developer hates on Bing.
Yep.
Oh man, a review on
They
Bing, man.
discriminate.
My feelings are gonna be so destroyed if I get
I'm
a bad
telling.
review
Oh
on
my
Bing.
Then the
god.
7 people who use Bing are gonna read it. Fuck.
The
I'm
seven people.
telling you, all the users on Bing are gonna talk about the DLA.
Okay,
Hey man, good or bad press,
so
it's all good.
so we do have another interesting news article. I don't know how we got to Bing at that point. I forgot, but Arizona senators put a bill to recognize Bitcoin as legal tender in
Mm,
Arizona. So that would be very interesting to see. I mean, we've got Bitcoin ATMs everywhere here in Tennessee.
right.
Ty, where you at? You got them everywhere where you're at?
Yeah, we got them in New York,
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. You're in New York. You definitely got them
which
there.
is crazy. You know what's
Yelp
funny?
review
I
DLA
would
DAO
think
is delicious.
I
What'd you
would
say?
think that they would. Oh, I was gonna say I didn't think they would have it in New York because all the rules and regulations. But I've been seeing Bitcoin ATMs for at least 4 or 5 years. Like
Oh
all
yeah,
of the corner stores already have them, which is crazy. Like
yeah.
they're headed.
It's because of the regulations that they put them in these places.
It's
They're,
because of the foreign people who using them as well.
Yeah, that too.
have you ever actually looked at it? I went to one the other night and finally looked at one. I've been trying to not look at one, but I looked at one at a little place, and it was the price of Bitcoin on the machine that you're gonna get it for was $500 higher than Bitcoin's current price, and
Yeah,
it was a 13.5% exchange.
it's wild.
Like, nah, man. If you're out there using a Bitcoin ATM, they make you get a wallet anyway from your phone because you have to go through a phone app. Just get just get a regular Coinbase or something, and you can save yourself a
Yeah,
lot of
that's just
money.
a flex. That's just a flex. That's just like, yeah, I'm gonna take
It-
out $2,000 in Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Just a flex.
the thing is, like, why do you need it for why do you need it for an ATM? Like, if you're gonna pull Bitcoin from cash, if you could just like pull the Bitcoin to go throw
I
at the
have no
strip
idea.
club, like what?
I have. I would. I would like if Bitcoin. If I made like a crazy like $5,000 off of a Bitcoin trade, I'm definitely celebrating in the strip club and pulling at least 1,000 to know what I mean in ones just to celebrate. You know what I mean? That would
Yeah,
be the
I'm
ultimate
gonna
celebration.
pull out
Ultimate flex.
actual bitcoins and throw it at the strippers.
Well, I
Like,
was gonna
Chill
say,
out. Chill out.
I was gonna say, triplet plays throws pennies. Oh, he just said it in the room chat too. Actual coins, yeah, it's pennies. He's just throwing pennies at them.
Nah.
He's
He
giving them
throwing XRP coins at him. Come on,
XRP
man.
coins. those are those aren't just penny coins. Those are lawsuit penny coins right now.
Talk about that dirty money.
Yeah. Oh, the Japanese are so mad at this conversation now. Now, from what I heard, they use XRP like as much as the Japanese yen in Japan. Like
Mm.
I think their central bank is even working with XRP, but that's why like all the
I,
lawsuits and things
Wells
tend to
Fargo is
happen
with
with
XRP,
America.
low
They,
key.
what's that?
Wells Fargo.
Although they're working with XRP as well.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I don't like Wells Fargo. I don't trust them. Well, I don't
Yeah, a
even need
lot
to say I don't
of
trust them. That bank is just constantly proving themselves as corrupt and nonsense. So it's not. They were one of
not
the
the
ones that.
copy coin. Oh my god.
What did he say?
Not the
Oh,
triplet coin. Oh my.
wow. I don't know if I can say it. I'm gonna say it anyway. Should I say it? I'm gonna say it. Triplet said he is going to be the founder of Weinstein Epstein coin, and then Cosby coin. And he said the
The
Cosby's.
WXRP in Cincinnati. Oh my gosh.
Uh, Arizona, this is why this senator he's on to something. This is why Bitcoin needs to be made a legal tender so that triplets coins don't become legal tenders or any of
Right.
these other weird
Yeah.
cryptocurrencies that
So
are
he could
out there.
use his right. He could use his XRP coins for OnlyFans. No. No.
Oh no. Oh no. Triplet, if you're gonna we got Vex Rick, come on up here, Vex. If you don't come up here and talk, Triplet, stop texting in the chat. So
Yeah,
another
no, man.
what's going on, Vex? So another little news article here we got is Goldman Sachs actually ranked Bitcoin as the best performing asset for 2023. Since we are just talking about Wells Fargo, throw that
Have
in
Mm-hmm.
the
you heard
mix.
about the $1 trillion platinum coin theory for debt ceiling?
Yeah, Biden talked about it a while back, and it won't work. Like Zimbabwe tried it with $1 trillion something dollar bill, and Venezuela tried it. I know they want to do it out of platinum. I think is that what they want to do it out
Mm-hmm.
of?
Yeah, platinum.
Yeah. So
What about Tether or stablecoin? You guys are still thinking stablecoins is gonna be a thing?
no, no, I'm totally against stablecoins. They're a redundancy because once the central banks, like China, already has the digital yuan, there's no reason
Yeah.
for them to go from digital yuan into a USDC or some stablecoin and then go into another crypto. They can just go
But
straight from digital
what if I
yuan.
want both though? What if I want like the one like let's say because I've been doing thinking about this like I'm about to start doing a lot more international traveling and I
Uh,
think they're gonna make international traveling a lot cheaper soon too. So like let's say like instead of me having to go to the exchange booth, see what I'm saying? I could just use my wallet and just use my wand in other countries. See what I'm saying? Or my tether in other countries. Like you know what I mean? Where I don't have to even go to the exchange booth. I could just pull out my cold storage wallet and pay for my stuff.
right. I mean, that's pretty like the digital yuan from what I've seen. They don't even. Oh, that's weird. Somebody getting attacked by a Metatron right now? What is going on? Someone had a Decepticon or something. But
Sorry.
okay, it sounded real crazy. Uh, but they have it to where they don't. Your screen on your phone doesn't even have to be open. You just take your phone and go across the register, wave it across the register once, and your crypto is deducted right out of it and from the digital yuan. So that's what I'm saying. Once, like even when America, when the Federal Reserve does the American Fed coin, the central bank currency, it's going to be the same thing. There's no like these USDC and USDT, there's going to be no need for them. It just doesn't make sense for them to exist when Fed coins are going to exist because they're just like to be in the way. You better go right by them. But the what Vex is talking about is actually they're wanting to print well, not even print, they're wanting to mint, I guess I should say. I don't know how much it is, a
Yeah,
trillion or
like a
10.
symbolic coin. We just say it's worth $1 trillion.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to do it out of platinum, but they're going to say it's $1 trillion coin, and that's going to back our debt. What this is called is modern monetary theory, and it's
Yeah.
a new type of economics. The classic and Austrian economics would do not agree with this at all, but it's the same thing as just printing more money. I mean, you're like just pointing to a shiny platinum rock and saying this is now worth $10 trillion. Our debt is absolved. Like, no,
Well,
come on,
that's
that's
like
not
how
how
they
things work.
you know how they set bail, like bail. Why somebody
Hmm.
get $1 million, and then but there's a thing called positional asset value. It's something's worth more if person A has it than if person B has it,
Right.
and and if somebody else is required to accept it, um, then it's going to hold the value based on
Well, here's the question. If that platinum coin that's going to be 10 trillion or whatever is worth what they say it's worth, okay, go sell it and pay the debt off that way. What country is going to buy it? What country is going to pay 10 trillion for a piece of platinum that we say is worth 10 trillion? You know what I mean?
uh,
Like you got to
a
have.
third world company that is sending all their citizens to us, and then we just
No,
charge them.
they wouldn't. How would they buy it?
Well, their government would buy it, and then we
With
sell them
that,
back to immigrants when they
Some back to
will come to the
immigrants?
border. Yeah,
Wow, wow, what do you mean? Some back to Oh yeah.
well,
Oh,
yeah. In order to stop having people migrate, you're going to have to set roots where they're coming from and fix that problem. In order to do that, you need to have capital and willpower and people willing to stay there. So there's going to have to be send them back with the tools and assets they need to fix their country. So there's going to be like a back and forth, and then when we do get that economy up and running, it's and then we like it would make us it would be like having a slave or something for citizens if they have to like pay us to sponsor them in the country.
well, I mean, technically we do that anyway. Like our tax dollars go to so many other countries, it's insane. Like the last $1.7 trillion bill they just passed through the Senate before the end of the year, like 40 billion of it went to Ukraine. And that's like every single bill. It's not just Ukraine. It's not anything new. Like we have if you go to the government website, there's an A through Z list of the national departments, and we have a committee of Japanese friendship where we pay Japan money every year, and I guess to be their friend. And there's actually people whose our tax dollars go to who sit in the office to actually to actually be on a computer and press these
Hold
buttons
on.
for the Japanese
Yo, Ben,
Friendship Committee.
I'm gonna be listening. I'm gonna be listening in. I gotta go. I gotta go back in, man. But I appreciate y'all. And everybody for hopping on to the show, man. And Mr. Trip, man, come on, man. You gotta at least let the fans hear your voice, man. You a celebrity out here in these streets.
He'll
So with
talk
that
on
being
everybody
said, man,
else's
I
show.
appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. See you at the top because the bottom's too crowded.
Hey, I love it. You too, man. Appreciate you stopping by, and we'll catch you on the next show or somewhere in one of these crazy aunts rooms, I'm sure. All right, Trip, are you ready to come talk about photography or maybe an FTLA? I don't know. He's doing something naughty probably right now. So, what do you think about all this, Fresh?
he's gonna come up when he's on his computer.
Oh, okay. What do you think about all this? This platinum. Did you hear about that? The triple platinum coin.
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous, honestly.
It sounds like something that your country, Canada, would do.
100%, and we haven't, which is weird.
We've got this
But
bottle of
I'm
sacred
gonna,
maple syrup
yeah,
from a
I'm gonna,
special
I'm gonna
beehive.
personally call the prime minister today and
Yeah, call
see if we
Trudeau
can
right
get
now.
on
Tell
his, yeah,
tell him to use
get on his list.
his renewable energy in Canada. His solar panels up there. at the top of the
I,
Canada
I've
where
I've
the
already told him he's got to make solar panels, NFT solar panels.
NFT solar panel. Wait, why don't y'all try to make panels out of melting water or melting ice? Y'all have so much snow and ice. Water is a good energy conductor. Why wouldn't you? Why didn't they do that instead of solar panels? You don't get
Very
that much light most of the year, right? Especially way up North Canada.
Yeah, there's spots like that for sure.
I think we're on to something here. You need to tell them kill the solar panel idea, and we're doing icicle panels. We've ran everybody out of the room now. Even Triplet's gone. Icicle panels was the end of the show right there. Or maybe the Hogwarts Legacy Digital Deluxe Edition ad that just popped up on my screen. Yeah, I don't know. I'm talking crazy right now, be simply because that is what I feel like is going on with the feds and the government stuff talking about making a platinum coin and calling it, worth trillions of dollars.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, but we do have. I mean, what do you think about the Bitcoin? Goldman Sachs ranking it higher, and we got Arizona's senator pushing for it as a legal tender. Like, I'm not aware
I
of it
like
as a
that.
legal tender in any U.S. states right now, is it?
I don't think there's any that right now.
Is it gonna be a good thing or bad thing for Arizona?
I think it could be a good thing, but I also think like I don't know. What's the play? You know what I'm trying to say? Like what why are you guys doing this? What's the play?
Yeah, that's
Like
always the
I'm too
question, right?
cynical, you know?
Yeah, it didn't say. Let's see, who is the Arizona senator that's pushing for it? Because if it would be kind of surprising to see. Wow, it's just a lot of Bitcoin news here on Crypto Panic, but nothing like real crazy other than, I mean, Robinhood's Twitter account getting hacked. I don't think there's really much to talk about there. They probably had that coming. And then we got some other crazy stuff like the Bitcoin rainbow chart. This is when we talk about technical analysis, like what? A Bitcoin rainbow chart? What are we calling a rainbow? And then this, like right here, can Bitcoin, like this is where it gets funny. This is what I make fun of in the stock market live streams because I see these just all these different articles from different places back to back. And so they're talking about Bitcoin's officially on a bull run. And this one's saying Bitcoin can it hit 30,000 this year? And then this one right here says Bitcoin nears first ever death cross on 1 week chart. End of Bitcoin rally. And they're all within 2 hours of each other. So nobody,
Nobody can agree on anything.
yeah, like, uh, I don't know. So I don't see anything else real crazy in here. Well, developer upgrades his old school Nintendo to pay Bitcoin while playing Super Mario. Well, that's some interesting play to earn news. He just rigged his Nintendo to be a Bitcoin miner. It sounds like
That's pretty cool.
that's a way to do it. I'm just gonna. Oh, the thing happened with Cardano. Not really much talk about there. Cardano didn't work for a while. Not really surprised at that. They're saying FTX's token is back from the dead. It's up over 120%. That's weird.
It's very
Well,
weird.
like, I guess. Ooh, that's really loud there. I guess if he gets off and FTX is able to reopen, do you think that's even a possibility? Would people put people? Hmm.
Like would people trust him again?
Well, here's the thing: if he wins against the system with crypto. So the people rally behind him if it comes out. Because maybe, like you've been saying for a while, like you don't know the guy, Yeah, you think he's just some young dumb kid and stuff like that, and
Yep.
like maybe that is true. Maybe that's just what it was, and he got caught up, in the political game because he was clearly giving money to both sides, more one than the
Yep.
other, but not that it really matters. They both were getting paid out.
And we
So
don't really know why.
right, like they could have just kidnapped his girlfriend or something and been holding a ransom for a while, and just
Uh-huh.
we don't know. Oh, triplets are raising his hand. Let's see what triplets idea is on this. What's
I'm
going on?
staging a I'm staging a takeover.
Okay.
I'm here to take the room. That's what I'm here to do. You ready? We're
Okay.
going to take the room right now and we're going to do what you're doing on Entre and take it into Clubhouse and add viewers and people to come to Entre to hear this awesome news. Staging a takeover. You
Uh,
in?
yeah, let's go.
You in? Okay, cool. I was going to do it without you because I'm popular. I'm going to get the room going right now. We're going to have probably, I don't know. Let me like if you're cool with it, so that way we can maximize your audience and you get more people in. And maybe what we can do is introduce people on stage to ask you questions and interact through Clubhouse. I can do it for about an hour.
Sure.
And it'll. So sorry, I called it the Mr. Triplet Takeover.
That's fine.
just came up with that name right now. I couldn't join you earlier. I was trolling you while I was waiting for my laundry to dry. I was sitting in a towel and I'm like, yeah, you don't want this.
Oh, oh man. If you'd have came on camera in a towel and started roasting, you would have been a legend off the rip. I'd automatically made you legend status.
So put Web3 blockchain and what's another? Would investing be like? Would you want to put that as a topic? We can do up to 3 topics. Investing.
Um, I don't know. Put investing. What do you think,
As
Fresh?
I have Web3 and blockchain on here now. We could do
Um,
entrepreneurship. I don't know, entrepreneurs because it's entre.
yeah, I think that
Sure.
would be a good idea.
There you go, perfect. And then I will quickly like reset the room. Oh, I'm just gonna joke around that it's called Mr. Triplets Takeover or something stupid like that.
Do
I'll
it.
introduce you both from the DAO and the concept of what we're doing. It's happening on the Future of Workroom. That's Entre's Clubhouse. Just so you know, there's 278,000 people on this club, so it goes out to like whoever subscribed to the club. And I did one
Alright.
for Dev this morning, and we had like in an hour's time about 66 people join the room, like throughout the time. So I mean, that's
Nice.
cool if we can get them to Entre and know about you and stuff like that. So we'll do it really quickly. That's the takeover. And then
Well,
obviously, I'm gonna record your room as well on here, so that way you can have a copy of it after it's all done.
just so you know, this is being streamed to Twitter and YouTube, so everything you just said is already
Oh
live on
shit!
YouTube.
Oh my god! This is our Mr. Triplet takeover. We're going to Clubhouse as well, so let's do it. Starting the room now. Took over. I'm Mr. Triplet everywhere. I'm an influencer, but not.
All right, I'm gonna, yeah, yeah, yeah.
What
You're also,
what
you're community
what did
dev.
you
Don't
say? You
forget
called
about that.
Oh, I'm a community dev for Ben, like an influencer, but not.
Exactly, exactly.
That is perfectly sums it up. Here we go. People are coming into the clubhouse right now. You're listening to. We're gonna give it a moment to populate here. We're talking with Ben from Frameworks Fortune and other devs in his DLA DAO community. They're just doing a show on Entra right now live, and I just got on stage and took over their stage so that we can push this to Clubhouse and bring more people in. Did he just bail? He rug pulled himself out
Oh,
of the room. There he is.
there he is.
So if you want to see some of our faces and see some of the content that Ben's going to be talking about, you can come to Entre. It's free. Join Entre.com. We give them a plug because they give us this space uh, on the Future of Workroom here on Clubhouse. Hey, can you do a quick sound check so I can see if they can hear you?
Hey.
Oh yeah, there you go. We are live. So we've got 23 people in the room. Share the room. Let's go. What were you talking about before I rudely came in and took over your room so that we can like extend Entra into Clubhouse. We also have some Entra VIP in the audience on
I was
Entra.
gonna
Wow, that's cool.
say. Hey,
So we got
Julian.
there. What's up? Super cool to see when we see development team and like management team come into Entra to come and listen to these shows. But I interrupted you. We're talking about some exciting like market news, like rumors. I think I heard like FTX in the conversation. What were we talking about?
Yeah. We had originally started with Bitcoin being pushed by a senator in Arizona to be legal tender for Arizona. That could be something interesting, could be nothing at all. Then we have, what was it, Goldman Sachs? I think, let me scroll back up here on the news. Goldman Sachs is calling for Bitcoin to be the top performer. And then Vext, who's on the show here with us, brought up the $1 trillion or $10 trillion whatever platinum coin that the U.S. government, Federal Reserve, is talking about an option for possible debt reconciliation or whatever to chop off some of the debt, which I was just saying is just nonsense. It's been tried, and like even if they do, who's gonna buy it? Who's gonna buy it when you have something?
And what are they going to pay with?
Yeah,
Like more debt?
yeah. So that's as far as we gotten so far in the news. We just started the show just a little while ago, but appreciate you, Triplet, plugging us into Clubhouse. What's up, everybody over there on Clubhouse? Hope you guys are on DSO and Diamond. Have you been pushing that, Triplet, getting everybody over
I
here
haven't.
on?
I haven't even started. I haven't even started today's show with Deb. We kind of talked about decentralized social media, but it's like that opens up a whole new can of worms. But if you want to look at it, it's deso.com, DESO.com. And maybe we'll do a show later on today, like on Entra, and push it to Clubhouse as well, so that we can get more people in the Entra community and the DSO community all together with people on Clubhouse. Um, I've asked people in the audience in Clubhouse, hey, if you have questions, you want to join the stage on Clubhouse, they'll hear you. We have a two-way communication between Clubhouse and Entra with the way that I've set it up. So if you want to be a part of the conversation, you can either come to joinentra.com and join the community here, or for today, join the stage on Clubhouse. And if you have questions, you want to talk about anything Web3 or market related, you're welcome to do so.
Yeah, absolutely. And DLA DAO, we're a decentralized autonomous organization that's focused in the Web3 gaming sector, but half of our developers are all traders in the stock market. Some of us traders in cryptos. Fresh Bueller here has been a long time in the crypto world, back in the was it the Silk Road days? What did you
Yeah,
call it?
man, I was using Bitcoin on Silk Road before it was like before cryptocurrency was really even a thing.
But yeah, if you're interested in Web3 gaming or anything like that, or stock market economics, what's going on in the whole world right now, there's tons of it. You're feeling it. Gas prices bouncing around, still not going back lower. Food prices going higher. Don't know what countries you guys are in, but most countries are feeling it. Some countries are starting to actually do pretty good with possible world reserve currency swap here. I don't know. Let's get fired up and going. If they can hear us and actually join this conversation, I'd love for you guys to hop up there, give us some opinions, or give us some
I've got someone
news.
coming to the stage. Yep, got someone coming to stage right now. Peter Michaels has raised his hand. He's going to be coming up to stage really quickly. I'll give you a quick. He looks like he's brand new to Clubhouse, co-founder of Digital Age, Web3 social media platform, digital rights management, and a disruptor in the technology investor forum. I'm
Okay.
going to hit follow. Definitely welcome to the stage. Introduce yourself and let's do it.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you
I'm
as
Peter
well.
Michaels. I'm the chairman of Digital Age, co-founder, and we've actually built a decentralized social media platform, and we're going to be launching it within the next 30, 45 days. Within a platform where you have digital rights management tools, we call our OOF tools.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check this out. I don't want to interrupt you, but there's like, are you a competitor to DSO or what? Because we're big fans of DSO. I hate to be that guy to go DSO.com, but what makes you different from other decentralized social media platforms that are out there?
Well, are you on a
We
blockchain? That's the first question.
And which blockchain?
we um, Cronado blockchain for our smart contracts, and we are really about empowering influencers and creating a whole new economy for influencers. They're getting hijacked by everybody, but what we've done is we have a technology, we embed indelible marks within images and sounds, and when those marks we could track across all kinds of platforms and protect people with their IP and their creativity.
I'm beyond curious. I'm not going to say, like, I've been told that I need to be blockchain agnostic. Obviously, I'm like a fanboy of freaking DSO, but I'd be willing to take a look. And like, fanboy might not be the right title. I don't know. Obsessed. Like,
He's a diesel
spokesman.
maxi is what the
Am
term
I a
would be.
DSO maxi?
Yes,
Is that
you're a
the
DSO maxi for sure.
I'm an Entra maxi as well, so I'm
Eh,
not on the blockchain. Peter, I would love to connect off of this, obviously, and hear more about it because I'd be
well,
a disruptor, sure,
uh,
telling the world about it.
That's what we're looking for. We're looking for people to come and be a part of what we're doing. We we on our site we're adding influencers when we do our closed beta, and then from those influencers we'll be able to bring in their people, their followers, but it gives you really a new set of eyeballs. It's I don't want to say I'm competing against Facebook, but literally it's we have more music rights than Facebook, TikTok, and most of the social media platforms, and then the creative tools that we're first building it with on a desktop app, then we'll be moving it into a mobile app soon after that.
So here's
we have a lot of
the
exciting things
the
going
biggest question that I have, hearing that you said it was on Cardano, on the Cardano
yeah,
blockchain.
it's on Cardano.
What are the gas fees like when you do a post? I mean, everything you do on a blockchain is a transaction, correct? What kind of gas fees are we seeing?
The gas fees are nominal, and what we're doing is we're working out those rates. So a lot of the things that we're doing is we're going to be generating revenues from this. So we're going to be burying those costs within transactions. So it's very nominal for what we're doing in our business plan. So it's quite interesting.
It
So
does sound interesting. I'd be interested. Is there a tokenomics built into the actual social media platform that allow for creators to monetize their content directly, or what's your strategy for that?
We have a paywall up front, and there's other strategies within that. I can send you over my pitch deck, or if you send me an email at peter@digitalage.com.
Oh,
and if you go to our website, Digital Age, we actually have a lot of information up there. What we're doing, how
that's
we're
interesting
doing it.
for sure.
Yeah.
Going now. I think if
So-
you're on Entra, you definitely need to come to Entra. Join Entra.com. It's up at the top of the room right there.
I did.
Oh, perfect. Come and join us there, and then in the future we could throw a live stream and actually focus on your actual blockchain. You could talk to users on Entra and make your case. I will be honest. There's a lot of people here from different blockchains. Obviously, there's a DSO a contingency here. Can I ask do you have any prominent investors, or like have you raised capital for this idea already, or are you just kind of in that entry level age?
We spent millions of dollars developing this technology, and we got approved for over $26 million round of bond financing, and we're closing around in mezzanine financing right now for about $5 million.
It's exciting.
Congratulations.
Hey, that's pretty
Thanks.
cool.
So
Just
look
a
at
little
it.
bit more time than I wanted to, but to do it right, we're trying to do it the right way. And we partner with the Dow Jones and other major news industries to deliver real news, real information, real content.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'll take a look at it. I have been, like I said, a DSO Maxi for a little over a year. I'm the guy with the biggest mouth talking about it everywhere, but they have a different plan and a different integration. There's over 100 apps already built on the DSO blockchain. Nominal fee for transactions, we're talking.
Well, I can tell you right, I've got it up right now on the screen. Cost of storing 200 characters, less than a tweet of on-chain stake. DSO is 0.4017, Cardano is 15 cents, Avalanche 19 cents, Solana 27, Polygon 45 cents. So DSO is the cheapest solution out there by a landslide. Earlier in the earlier in the show we were talking about Cardano, the news. Does that outage that just happened, does that concern you at all, building on Cardano?
No, but we're built on where we could with all blockchains. You know, we're flexible on
Come to
porting it.
DSO. It's
Yeah.
open source. They'll help you out. I think there's even a I'm not sure if they still have the Octane fund where they'll help, but I know they're doing hackathons right now, and they encourage development on their chain. Might be an opportunity, at least, or building a bridge between the two. Obviously, if you're blockchain agnostic.
Fresh, you've been around for a long time. What's your thoughts on Cardano versus DSO since we're turning it into this?
Oh
Since
man,
this is what it's become.
you really want my thoughts on Cardano, bro?
Yeah, that's why I ask you.
I
We
hate
can't poo
Cardano.
poo on Peter so quickly. He's
I'm
new
not.
to Clubhouse. And he's got a great project.
No, I don't want to
Yeah,
poo
like
poo on him.
I think that I love this project idea. I'm gonna preface with that, but I hate Cardano, and I hate Cardano for like so many reasons. Gas fees being one of them. And listen, I came in on Polygon. Polygon's gas fees are worse than Cardano, but I
True.
hate Polygon too. Like Polygon's good for certain things, but I don't know that I would do social media on there because gas is too expensive. Like, I don't know if anybody's found a solution better than diesel currently. But I mean, listen, I'm open for it to build and grow, and maybe there's a workaround and a reason for using Cardano.
No, it is a workaround, but definitely, if you could make the intros with those guys, I would love to chat with them.
Yeah, the easiest way is obviously joining D. So I put DSO.com in there, and then you can become a part of the community and read what they're doing. Obviously, gas fees is a big thing. I could go into. I mean, you can go to DSO.com and read about it. I mean, they received over $200 million investment from Coinbase Ventures and other partners, Sequoia and the Winklevoss twins and a bunch of other notable investors. So it's a much larger project, and it's been in the works for years. And it's still, even like your project, Peter, when we talk to people that aren't in the Web3 space, we got to remind them, you're early. Don't feel like you're missing out on anything. Like when you get
Right.
into a community, whether it be Entra, whether it be Diesel, whether it be Digital Age, like we're building things for the future, and you're going to be early. So you can't come in with the same expectations. Oh, this isn't like Twitter. This isn't like Facebook. Yeah, we're not there yet. But when we get there, Peter,
you'll be surprised.
well, we're not, because only about 1 million. I mean, in the technology, yes, there's people building in the Web3 space. But if you really look at who wants to be in Web3, it's a lot of us in our own echo chambers that are in this space. It's not a lot of like the grandmas and grandpas that barely know. Like I literally watched a lady the other day at the market have to hand her phone over to the cashier to brighten the screen. Like they're not ready. Like the world's not ready to understand how to onboard to a Web3. We haven't made the transition to Web3 easy. It's a lot of jargon. It's a lot of onboarding and wallets, and that's scary.
It's all buzzwords, right? Because it's a lot of the younger generation getting in with their buzzwords of a bag of PFPs.
We're getting there. That's a part of. Yeah, that's a.
If you go to our site, we actually have videos and tutorials on how to download Facebook, how to download Twitter, Instagram, all your platforms, and upload it within our platform. So we're kind of ready for taking on the major players in the social media space. And a lot of people are sick of Facebook's bullshit. 2 years ago they banned. I put up a joke and they banned me, and because I was on a Christian conservative website and I put up a joke. It was a joke. I'm not up there bashing anybody. I don't bash any people. I get bashed every day, but I wasn't up there bashing people. I put up a funny fucking joke, and but long story
banned,
short,
canceled.
They banned me, because I was on a conservative Christian website, and it's silly. They punish you because you have, it was funny, and but that really got me going because I'm thinking, well, what they've done is they bullied influencers, and they hijacked people's content, and they made billions and billions of dollars on it. There's no way that they could, one, shut me down. I'm not a parlor. There's no way that they could compete with us because we're a decentralized social media platform. We're also using mesh networking and IPFS servers. So it's a different game, and what we're turning on to the world, it's going to be quite interesting what happens. There's a huge amount of people that really want to bail from Facebook, but there's no real alternative. And with our platform, like a lot of the people who, let's say, there's not a lot of tech savvy folks out there. They just want to play, go up there, look, brag what they got, or show what, the beautiful families or whatever. And so with that, we're giving people the tools, so when you download your stuff, all your memories from Facebook will go to Digital Age. So all the stuff, all the birthdays, all the stuff that you have, within your persona, it's all embedded, and you get to reorganize your life. You get a set of all new eyeballs looking at your content. It's really a fun scenario.
That
So,
sounds awesome. It
so
sounds
this
awesome. I'm actually
is
promoting this call right now on D, so hopefully we'll get some more people coming in to join either the clubhouse or the entre call, so we can kind of mesh everyone together on this. I think we're all in the same the end goal for all of us working for decentralized social media is the same. Give the power back to the creator, so
Right.
that you're not being monetized or abused or manipulated by a centralized system.
Yeah, coming
Absolutely.
from
Well, look at
YouTube, I can definitely testify with all the nonsense that happens. Like not coming from working at YouTube, but actually being on YouTube with a monetized channel for a
I,
couple of years. It's crazy.
I get I get people who come to me and said, "Hey, 4 months ago, hey, we're about 100,000 people. We're going to start getting paid from YouTube." And I don't think they still got a check. Day one, people could generate revenues within our platform. We could show that at 2,000 true fans, we literally you can make a living within our platform. And it's day one, people will generate money. They don't have to wait until you get 100,000 fans. They have to wait for some other real
Um,
unrealistic
I'm
terms.
interested. You got me at day one. The same thing with D. So without, like there's contrasts and comparisons of all different types of blockchains that focus on social media, but they have a micro tipping thing that literally
Right.
from the moment you get on there, peer to peer tipping happens as long as you're engaging. The best thing I like, and I'm not sure if your blockchain does the same thing, but does your social graph, is it just one social media network, or are there multiple apps being built in your ecosystem that you can pull your content through back and forth? Because
Yeah.
DISO has multiple, like 200 apps being built and counting on the blockchain, and your social graph travels with you. So if one node, let's just say, if Parler was a node and you violated their terms and conditions and they decided they didn't want you to post on their node because it's on the DISO blockchain, you can still post, right? It's still on the blockchain. So you take that's a future proof way of doing it. And I currently use like 5 or 6 different apps on the DSO blockchain. If I want to post something that's like Twitter, I use a certain app. And if I want to post an Instagram like post, I use that app. And regardless of which app I use on that blockchain, my followers can see.
Yeah,
Is that kind of the same concept?
across all the apps. But you forgetting too, it connects to Twitter. Diamond and the social world, all those connect
Oh
to
yeah,
Twitter, so
yeah,
you
yeah.
can one click post to all the socials.
Yeah, that's true too. If you because we know already that we're early, right? So if you're completely reliant on a new Web3 solution, chances are you're not going to build a huge audience because it's a little bit too early to have the masses there.
I don't know
I don't
about
know.
all that.
Pretty big jumping in with us. So
No, I get it. I've grown exponentially. Entra is kind of a Web 2.5 platform that we're actually streaming on right now, and I've grown pretty well in the last 10 months, and the same as DSO with my following, but I'm just a dude. I'm not like an influencer or anything like that. I didn't come in. I don't have perky breasts or a beautiful smile. I'm just a guy, to be quite honest. But yeah. Anyway, well, yeah, it's definitely an interesting project. What else you got in the news for us, Ben?
Oh, you took me off the news. We're talking about his project. I was going to ask him about his project now. That
Oh, go for it. I'm actually tagging Natter in this post to see if he'll come and if we
yeah.
can
See
get
if we
someone
can
from the
get.
core team. I would love Michael Mayer to come on and talk about this, even though Entra is more of a 2.5, or Julian. I don't know if you want to come up. Julian's in the audience and he's a part of the core team here at Entra, which we're like super honored whenever he comes in. But if I can get someone from the core team which is a big ask on DISA to come in, this would be a wild room.
For sure. Michael came. I think he hit the first episode we have of the DLA DAO show here, and then gave a Entra coin shower to everybody. It sounds real dirty if you're not on Entra. Maybe you should come here. But anyway, the your project, is it your own social media platform like Facebook that connects to all those, or is it like a basically like a dashboard portfolio of all your social medias in one place?
No, it's our own social media platform.
Okay, but you were saying you can connect to Facebook, all those different social medias,
Yeah,
and it will when you post on one of them, it would post to all of them, or just to your social
no,
media
no, no.
platform, or how does it work?
To our platform. But with our digital rights management stuff that we're doing with our OOF technology, we'll be able to monetize it across all platforms. And that's the stuff that we're, and like your eyesight, you have up to a million colors you can see with your eye, but on a computer screen or a monitor, you literally could see over a billion colors. So what we're doing is embedding indelible marks within images and sounds and video. And so people then could protect their IP. So the stuff that's been hijacked, there's no way to wash it. Eventually, what's going to happen in our software, I'm an essential licensee holder for 5G technology, so I have relationships with Samsung, Apple, and other major players in the industry. But we will have our software where if you're trying to film or distributed pirated technology, it won't allow it. So, like on an Apple device or other devices, it will stop piracy eventually. So we would think we're on a trajectory for about 18 months to really stop the piracy. And
So
that's
you're talking about like stopping piracy just across all of social media? That's a hefty
all
goal
of
there.
that we're working on it. It's
Hey,
we spent a lot of resources on that.
that's
And
awesome.
we
I love hearing people trying to take on the big challenges. That's what we need more of in Web3, for sure.
yeah, no, it's the problem is nobody holds anybody accountable, or they don't know how to DRM something, right? And it's quite interesting to see what happens. And we're going to give people the tools to do it, but then when you're videotaping, you can't wash out or indelible marks because you won't know where they're at, and they're spread across an image you can't see with your eye. And so with that, so if you're videotaping it, you're screenshotting it and re-screenshotting it, it's going to stay in there. There's no way they could get rid of it. So it's not like it tagged to the metadata or anything like that. It's embedded within the images itself.
Okay, and for as far as the storage for where everything's stored at, is that going to be stored on Google Cloud or on Cardano's
We're
node
yeah, we're
or?
hell no. We're what we're doing is you basically will have a Dropbox feature like Dropbox, free up to a certain amount of storage, and then we'll after a certain amount of storage we charge for storage and stuff like that, but it's very nominal. And I can't remember. I'm sorry, I can't remember the fees and the storage sizes, but I'm going to
So
share.
so are you a DAO or you said you're a private company?
Well, we're owned by a public company, but we're a private company right now. Yes.
What
So
can
we're
you say what public company you're owned by?
Hop on, and it's the symbol is HPNN, and we've been around for about 25 years.
HP.
And the greatest thing about Hop on, we got these Citadel Securities has been pounding on me for years, so they think I did the financing through the market. I didn't. And we've raised the money through Digital Age. And with that, we're going to hand them back their lunch here shortly. We're putting together a whole, once we launch, we believe that there's no way in hell that they could catch the short. So we're working with
What was
some
the
of the
symbol
top
again? HPN,
at HPNN.
two N's. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I'm not like your typical pink sheet companies that are promoting and marketing the company, and we're not doing anything. We didn't raise any money that way, but these sold into our company. I mean, every day they sell into our company, and they pulled us down. But we have several billion shares out in the market right now, but we're about to hand them their lunch, and we just retaining the top naked short attorneys who've been successful on AMC and some of the other deals that got a lot of public publicity. They these particular lawyers have not jumped on an OTC pink company, and they're jumping on literally by tomorrow. We'll have them retained. So it's a lot of fun things happening. So hop on,
Yeah,
we'll have a nice little.
so this is the company that owns the platform that's you're putting out, right? I'm just trying to make sure I got everything clear because I'm looking at Hop On Inc. right now. It looks like you got 5.7 billion shares out there. Or not, let's see. Is that how many
Yep.
shares it is? Yeah. 1.7 billion dollar and volume, and the price of the stock is 0.308. So you're saying you were, I can see, okay, back here at night, let's see, when was that? It's beginning of 2020, big spike up to over a penny and a little bit over a penny, and then you've been going down, but that's pretty much how everything was in the stock market.
Yep, they've been pounding on us, but now we're going to
So
hand it
you,
back to
so
them
you think
because
you're going to be able to win a suit against the shorts on this?
yeah, yeah. Don't screw with the technology company. When they were trading heavily in our stock, they were sending cryptic messages on within the platform. So one broker would short, but they would send in a bid or sell at for a specific price, and then they would short it. They I kept records of everything, of all these transactions, and we. It's not just so much the litigating; it's just bringing it to people's attention what they're doing, and I've gotten in fights with them over it, and they've tried to create problems for us, and we resolved those issues. I went to FINRA and complained, and then they had some low level at the DTCC play with our stock. I got a hold of because of the relationships I have, I got a hold of their top people at the DTCC. They fixed the issue, but these market makers are dirty, and the reason people ask, well, why would they short a penny stock or a sub penny stock? Because they make money at it, and I believe that there's well over 4 billion shares short, and again, I know where a lot of the stock is buried, and I know where the holes are. I've been doing this for 25 years, so I'm not green at this business.
Yeah, I'm looking at your operating costs there. You've been in the negative on this company as well, looks like, as far as operating margins, negative cash
Yeah,
flows.
now we're pre revenue, but we're buying another app right now that's going to generate us revenue immediately, and then we're doing some other acquisitions to boost our company. So we have a big plan. It's just executing it really.
Okay, nice. And so are you, well, I'm just trying to figure out, are you a big part of Hop On? Are you like in the board or something like that? Or who are we
I'm the
talking to
majority
here?
shareholder.
You're the majority
I'm
shareholder? Okay. But
the
so,
chairman. Yeah.
oh, you're the chairman. Okay. So do you have any more people on the board or
You and
anything like that?
pardon me.
Do you have anybody else on the board or a board, or what's
Yeah,
your company structure?
we're just we're getting new D&O insurance right now, and that will then we're going to be bringing in some pretty big names. I don't want to have people come on our board without the D&O insurance. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I
Because
got you.
that's not like you give people. But no, we have some people who are coming in to help us, and pretty influential people. So and they believe in our passion about helping people. And if you're up there, take a look at the platform. There's a lot of short videos and tutorials and stuff within digital age that gives you like a good idea of what we're launching.
Yeah, are you familiar with BTCS Inc.?
BTCS.
Yeah, they're a NASDAQ listed node validator. They were on on the OTC markets, and I started working interviewing with their CEO on my channel a couple years ago, and now they're fully NASDAQ listed. They're the first company to pay out a stock dividend as option in Bitcoin, where you could get a Bitcoin payout. So, I mean, if you sound like you're pretty adamant about this, I would definitely like to check it out more and, offer you to come on and do an interview with me on my Framework Fortune channel. I mean, you already do an interview now on the DLA DAO show, so I could just clip it and put it on there. But, if you want to talk about maybe doing a little bit more, because because I'm looking at everything and I'm hearing what you're saying, but I do know OTC markets, Wolf of Wall Street. That movie was not a joke movie. That was a real movie. Like the pink sheets are a place that can be very dangerous, especially for new investors or traders. But the OTC markets do have a lot of legitimate companies that are up and coming, as well as foreign companies. Like when you get into OTC QB and the QX, then you really start to see some nice companies there developing. So my question to you would be, how long until you plan on uplisting to the QB or well, I think QX is international, right?
We're literally working on it,
That's
and
okay.
we're working on it. And the other thing, what we're doing, what's great about the OTC markets, you can see if our stock's been issued or not. And we're switching transfer agents, and we have been selling paper and to dumping paper into our company. We haven't issued stock in 8 months, a year, something like that. And so it's we try to be as transparent as we can, though we're spending a lot of resources to develop, the digital age platform. But I think if we do our job right, we'll be able to make a huge change and a real good thing for our shareholders. And that's one of the things I have a lot of passion on. One of the things we're discussing tomorrow, and I've talked about it in my filings and everything about the special dividends that we're going to be offering. So I'd love to hear about how you guys did that on the BTCS, and I'd love to explore how to do that and what you've done there.
Oh,
Because that's
it's
one of the
not
things.
a company I work with. I just the CEO. They reached out to me while they were in the OTCs because I do a lot of stock analysis, especially on cheaper stocks. Say like everybody looks at Apple and Amazon, but I like to go down. We call the penny stocks the trash can, but the trash can is not just all trash. You can find diamonds and jewels down there. People throw away things on accident, or something starts growing down there on accident. So. That's why we like it. We find a lot of jewels. So, but yeah, I don't work. I'm not sponsored or work for or anything with BTCS. I was just saying I've done multiple
Oh,
interviews with the CEO of BTCS, Charles Allen, since they were on the OTC market all the way up to the last one we did was about them doing the dividend and being uplisted to the Nasdaq. So I'm
cool.
just saying I just let him come on talk about it and talk to him on his thoughts about what the crypto markets are doing and the stock market, and we just have a good chat normally. And I think another company that's supposed to be doing an interview with here soon is GTEC's CEO, but I'm not sure what GTEC's about yet. I'm more interested in companies that are publicly listed that are in the crypto space or gold and silver, one of the two. But yeah, I like I like what I'm hearing. I just don't like that it's Cardano blockchain because they've had so
Well,
many issues right now, just
it's not
raging.
written. It's not written in stone on that.
Okay.
Ooh,
And
there's a chance. There's a DSO chance right here. We're gonna make the.
so
Are you gonna be down at NFTLA this year?
no, wasn't familiar with that.
Oh, you should
So
take a look. NFTLA.com. It's a big industry trade show that's happening in LA in March. We're only
okay, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah, I'm only bringing it up because DSO is actually going to be celebrating their 2-year anniversary as a blockchain. I think we're having a party around that time. That might be a good opportunity. Not promising anything. We're still in the working stages of planning that get together. But if that does happen, last year, Natter, the developer of the blockchain, and I think like 4 other core team members attended the party. Great opportunity to meet founders that are building on the chain. It's part social, part business, part just schmoozing and networking, like everything is in this the world. But to be able to meet someone that you think can revolutionize the way that social media is handled on a blockchain, was a big honor for me. I got to meet Natter. But yeah, definitely take a look at dso.com. It might be something that you guys like. It's way beyond my pay grade. I'm just a guy that talks about it. So
Well,
no, no,
it seems like it would fit in way better on DSO. I mean, that's DSO literally stands for decentralized social, and like that's like all these different social media apps can connect through one wallet, and that's like the ease of use with DSO and onboarding as well is incredible. Like I was a I'm still am a big Cosmos ecosystem fan, but DSO is another blockchain that's just like it's not like Ethereum or Solana where you have a bunch of stuff, or even Cardano where you have a bunch of different things trying to build. Like DSO's focused on more social media. Now you can build anything. They have infinite state applications, which is going to be pretty nice. Arweave is already a storage use case for DSO as well. You can store the data and everything. That's what I was asking about the storage for yours, where you can actually store it all on Arweave, and that's a block hash, not a blockchain, but block hash blockchain, pretty much similar. But yeah, I think you'd fit in great on DSO. I mean, I don't see any like fresh. What do you don't you think it sounds like a DSO type of thing instead of a Cardano thing? We're still in
Well,
them
I mean,
Cardano.
it's definitely not a Cardano thing to me. Like it's Cardano's up there with like high fees. Like so to me, it just seems almost like say just a shock to even hear that it would be Cardano for a social media thing. Um, but again, I think that like he said, it's not set in stone, and I mean, I like to hear that because yeah,
yeah,
Cardano
there's
it's too
other
expensive.
alternatives.
Yeah.
Well, just to let you know, because a lot of people don't know this, if you go to dso.com, you can read up on the white paper and what they did, but it's a layer one blockchain created from the ground up. It's not on top of an existing blockchain.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
built it. It's built for social media. That's what its intention is. So it's
Well,
pretty exciting.
I'm looking at my notes because my CTO will recommend it to me, and it is on our top three um, um, cryptocurrencies and the smart contracts behind that. Um, so it's definitely, I'm familiar with it, but I'm not as familiar as I should be. I don't want to sound uneducated on it, but I don't know enough about it. So, but I will really take a look at that white paper. I'm on their platform right now
Yeah,
and take a look at it.
it's
And,
your project, man. So do what you feels right for your project. Don't let us
oh no,
pressure you
no,
into
I,
anything. But this,
No, I think it's cool because just remember that Mr. Triplet did the takeover. And then when you meet Natter, you're like, I owe Mr. Triplet everything for this introduction. That's all I ask.
yeah,
that's cool. Nice.
Just I took over.
I
So we're
said
doing
that's
this show.
all I ask.
That's all I ask. Well, I'll take a like equity as well if you want to, but I mean I'm not asking for that. I took over Ben's show here on Entra. So if you see the pin link at the top of the room in Clubhouse, and you're wondering why am I hearing multiple voices coming through Mr. Triplet's microphone, it's because we're pushing Entra show into Clubhouse. If you're interested in following Ben on Entra or check out another website that's Web 2.5, take a look at joinentre.com. I have to give them a plug. This future of work room that you're in, that you found us through, is Entra's room. And that's why we like to plug them. We're a part of that community.
No, absolutely.
We can keep it going, Ben. I got to step away, but you can keep it going as long as you want. And if anyone in the audience on Clubhouse wants to come up and ask questions and join the conversation, you're welcome to do so.
yeah, for sure. We got 40 more minutes left on the show. And we are, I am Ben, but we are DLA DAO. That is Fresh Bueller up there hosting, co-hosting here with me, our Unreal Engine and game developer. We have our own Web3 game in the works, Forgotten Corners.io. And the DLA DAO is actually built on the DSO blockchain. So with it being super cheap gas fees, I'm getting cottonmouth here, we have the ability to pass proposals and all that without people having to spend a ton to vote. It's actually pretty nice on that side for a DAO, and then everything we're doing, we're pretty much building on DSO. But DSO does connect to multiple different wallets, So you can go from your Phantom wallet with Solana into DSO blockchain, MetaMask from Ethereum, a Bitcoin wallet from Bitcoin, and their Mega Swap is going to be coming out real soon. We are the first play to earn being developed on DSO, and our DAO focuses in the play to earn sector on bringing equal opportunity and onboarding people from Web 2 to Web 3. There's a lot of Web3 games out there, but they have NFTs, and those NFTs can be very limited supply. And we run into the same problem from Web2 gaming, where the people with the most money end up being the best. And that is not what we want to see. We want to see anybody, no matter what their budget is, be able to compete and earn in this play to earn world, no matter what the game is. So we offer NFT sponsorship programs, DLA DAO token clan rewards for this different sponsorships that we have running, and like EVIO on Solana. And that all goes, part of it goes to the players, part of it goes back into the DAO, so we can continue to develop the DAO. And the token has its own governance rights. There is no CEO top up down structure here. We are a truly decentralized organization. And if you hadn't checked us out yet, check us out, dladao.org. And our game in development is, hey, speaking of, we just had another DAO developer join us, HH Trader, but our game in development on DSO is Forgotten Corners.io. What's up, H?
Hey,
What's
If you're
going?
just joining us, by the way, HH Trader, we're also cross streaming to Clubhouse as well. And there are people on stage here that have questions, and we'll continue to bring them on stage if they want to interact with us on Entra.
nice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you got more people with questions, have them come on up. H, what the market looked at like today? You were live streaming, weren't you?
Yeah, I live streamed for a little bit. I was working on a project outside of the market, so I didn't really look at it a lot, and which was probably a bad thing because I still took a trade. Of course, low risk trade. I was like, hey, if it bounces, it bounces. But I was out working and I looked at the SPY for a little bit. It did end up dropping in the morning, so a lot of the larger caps like Tesla and AMC, not AMC, AT&T, and a lot of the larger caps were dropping this morning, but it looks like the SPY kind of recovered back to the 400s. It's sitting at 399 for, well, I'm looking at the chart now. It just hit 400 on the dot. So yeah, the markets were kind of up and down today. I mean, it's a hump day. Hump days are usually kind of like the news pops on Monday, it digests on Tuesday a little bit. Wednesday, people are like, "Oh man, I don't want this no more," and they just dump it.
And the market humps you.
Exactly. Then Thursday, it might be a little bit more news or something. Then Friday is Freaky Friday, so we'll see.
Oh, is that what it is? Hump day, when you're married as long as I've been, is a lucky day. Sorry, just thought I'd throw that out there.
So H, right before you joined, we had the biggest shareholder, and I guess he kind of the chairman of.
Still here.
Is he still here?
I'm
Okay,
joining up.
HPNN.
I'm here, and let me give you guys my email address. It's peter@digitalage.com or hop-on.com, peter@hop-on.com. But so what our goal is that we're going to take Digital Age, we're going to file a registration statement and take Digital Age public. And so we'll be a fully reported public company through Digital Age, but I have ownership in both companies. And
did I mention soon to be on the DSO block? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm doing more research right now.
God, if this connection were to happen, and like the people that are building on DSO, and you got, even if you just joined Entra to kind of be introduced to some of the people doing the work on DSO and collaborate, and it better positions both projects, or you build on what you're doing. And I think anyone that's working in the decentralized social media space is doing something great for humanity. So regardless if it is using DSO or Cardano. I think the bigger picture is what we should all be focusing on. But if it does benefit you in a way, that would be great.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, no. I just sent the info to our CTO to have him take another look, and definitely interested in seeing what they have, and I'm on their platform right now.
Yeah, check in for sure to see. I think we're looking at March 24th as the party to celebrate the 2 years of the blockchain. We're still planning, and we're part of the planning committee. It's also being handled by the DSO community DAO. And there's a few notable names in there that are from the DSO community, all part of the project. We are early planning stages, but it's only 2 months away. And a lot of our DSO founders are coming to NFTLA, and there's some after party stuff that I'm working with people that know who we work with, obviously, like Scott Page, the saxophonist from Pink Floyd's doing some after party stuff for NFTLA, and we will have some exclusive access for the DSO community. So there's a lot of exciting things happening around NFTLA, and a great opportunity to kind of come and network and meet founders of different projects on the DSO blockchain and beyond. Maybe Digital Age will be there, and like that could be really cool. We're hoping ENTRE too. We haven't really worked on. We're still working on it, but we're hoping maybe Michael and some of the people that work with ENTRE.
We'll drag Michael by his toesies if we have to.
Oh man, if we got Michael Mara in LA, like, and it's a DSO ENTRE like thing, that would be freaking wild. Like last year we had, if you're familiar with the people on DSO, obviously like the founder Musai was there, OpenProsper.com, Salil Sethi, One Delinsky from Vibe Hut, couple celebrities, but like Natter walked into the room and you're like, fuck. It's Natter LG, you know, the founder of the blockchain, and you're like, that's pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to it. I am a part of the organization committee on that, and we will also be live streaming it both on traditional live streaming platforms as well as into the metaverse. So it should be pretty interesting.
Now, Triplet, and I mean this seriously. If Nader sent you some of his bathwater, would you drink it? You sound like a fangirl right now, like a. Like Nader's great. Nader's great. I'm not taking anything away from Nader, but the way you were talking about Nader was kind of like, yeah. Well,
it is kind of fanboyish. Let me go search for a picture of him on chain. I'll share it on just a moment here on Clubhouse.
So you can.
I know I have a picture somewhere.
You need to go stare You need to go stare in a picture of his eyes to decide if you drink his bathwater or not. Triplet, is that what you're doing?
I have a full homage to him on the wall here. It's really freaky in my room, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right. Moving on. H. So what do you think about HPNN? I didn't know he had a whole voodoo chamber for Nader.
I'm going to look into it so I can swoon on him as well.
No. HPNN is a different company. Why you? Nader's Nader's about to get a whole bunch of
different vibe.
Well, yeah, I was about to say he's about to get a inbox full of different pics.
An assortment.
An assortment, yeah. Oh my gosh, how did we get here?
No, I was looking into Digital Age right now, but yeah, I'm just pulling them up as we talk about them.
So we've been talking about the news too, like anything on the stock market today that was real interesting. Did you see anything in there?
Like I said, today usually the midweek is it depends on when it starts, but usually midweek is a lot of digestion of the news, and we'll see how people feel, after Hump Day. It's something about Hump Day. It's a special day in the market where you can get absolutely destroyed.
I wonder if Rooster, how he did. I haven't talked to him yet to see how he did.
I think he was, Rooster has been all over the market. He's been trading low floats, high flow. He's been trading anything that looks like it has an idea to move. I'm like, bro, chill. He is on that bike. Like, I don't know, man. Rooster is becoming he's got a happy trigger finger.
Oh yeah, he's been streaming it all too. I think he's been streaming twice a day.
That trigger finger is never stopping.
Yeah, well, 1,800 trades. That was last week, right? So it's probably like 2,700 trades now in this last 4 days.
Jeez, don't even say that.
That boy ain't sleeping. Oh man. But I didn't. I know, like we've been keeping an eye on oil and all that, and oil just kind of didn't really do much today. Like I said, nothing's really doing anything. The only thing we
Mhm.
saw in the news is the state reps trying to put Bitcoin as a uh, legal tender for Arizona,
Mhm.
and I think it was Goldman Sachs said Bitcoin's going to be the best performing asset. Oh, and then Vex had brought up the $1 trillion, which I think we talked about this on the channel when this first got brought up, that Biden and then we're going to talking about making like $1 trillion, $10 trillion coin that was going to be made of platinum. They were just going to say it's worth 10 trillion.
Yeah, I mean, but there's got to be. You said it'll be made out of platinum.
That's what they were saying. It would just be a platinum coin, and they would just say it's worth $10 trillion.
It's ridiculous.
I was
That's
hoping someone was going to freestyle there with the music drop.
I did hear that
Just
music drop. I was waiting to see.
just wasn't me.
That was the digital age video. I
Yeah.
forgot that my sound is coming through the thing, so I was like, oh shit.
Shit, now you got to drop some bars. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh no, man! Don't get me in this bag.
now. Before we get too far away, I know I may have misheard you. You said it's HPNN or H.
Yeah,
What was it?
you just said it. HPNN, two
Okay,
N's.
hop on. Well, it's a something in the OTC. Is Hop on Inc. or something.
Yeah, I went and looked at it on OTC. They've apparently, hey, we got Maintain joining the room over here on
The first
Entra.
news or
Entra,
never mind.
what did you? What's
Who's
the
hopping
first
on?
news you see?
Who's
Huh?
hopping on? You
I
said
was just
somebody.
saying, Maintain just joined the audience. Maintain, you can raise your hand if you want to hop up here and join the conversation.
And
Hey,
just
there
so
he
you know, in
comes.
full transparency, we are broadcasting to multiple platforms simultaneously, including Clubhouse. So we have multiple
Twitch,
voices on the stage.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Twitch, YouTube, and Clubhouse.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Or not Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Clubhouse right now. But yeah, what's going on, Maintain? We're talking to some people from Clubhouse about the projects going on over there a little bit. Talking about a little bit of news today. Any crazy news that you've heard of in the markets or anything? Or what you got going
Uh,
on?
oh man, no, I'm just maintaining, man. That's all. That's about it, man.
you got any I want to talk to you. We didn't talk off air, but I had an idea before the
Okay,
DAO
okay.
with some music artists. I think that'd be a good idea. We'll talk about
Okay.
it. Uh,
Really?
but yeah,
No,
you
I
got
think
any new music coming out on any new NFTs coming out, anything like that? Like this guy
yeah, I got
Viala on
some
Club. Go ahead.
audio NFTs, but some songs, couple poems, like I said, a couple chapters of my book. It's also NFTs and some
Oh,
events
that's
too,
really dope.
spoken word events.
I like the chapters of your book thing. That's really dope.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
yeah.
And
Each
it
chapter will be NFT.
and then
I
you're a
want to
part
write a
of
book.
your own DAO too, correct? Or well, I mean,
Well, no,
you
I
hold.
haven't made my own DAO yet, but I'm part of a couple different DAOs.
Yeah, I was gonna say you hold some of our tokens, and so you're part of our DAO, part of I think it's Do. Is it DOZ's DAO?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Wave
wait,
Yeah,
Pool X,
wait, Lex, yeah.
yeah.
not your average. Welcome to
He's even a part of
DSO.
my DAO. Welcome to DSO DAO right there.
Yeah, yeah. It's a few of them, quite a few.
That's the thing. I think it's gonna be like that. I think we're gonna see a lot of more older Web 2 companies start turning into the DAO structures, and then like everybody will just have ownership in what they want to have ownership in, and for their area
Yeah,
or whatever. Like I think we'll see it all the way down like local levels. Even the utilities and all that type of stuff would be more.
yeah. It's pretty
Oh
interesting,
well,
man.
if we can get it away from the powers that be now, it has to be
Yeah,
decentralized first. But yeah, that's what we need: more decentralized assets. And I would definitely say music, books, all that
yeah,
type of stuff you're doing. Those are definitely assets.
yeah, yeah. Most definitely, man. It's been a ride for me too. It's been a journey.
I got a question for you, Maintain. It's not really a Web3 question, but like now with the announcement that Microsoft made that AltSpace VR, the metaverse that we've been using for a lot of our events, is closing, where are we going to find you?
I'll let you know. Find me anywhere.
Spatial. You gotta make the
Especially
spatial.
on DSO. But
Yeah.
Entre, of course.
Entre and D. So yeah, no, definitely. So yeah, we've been looking. I've been doing a little.
But I do have some. I got spaces I'm building Horizons too. I have stuff already built in Crypto Voxels, and both of those are metaverses.
Yeah, you guys should check out Spatial. Spatial's really good for like the VR thing and all that too.
Yeah. So it don't stop. It keep going.
I would love to introduce you to Digital Age and sign up as a creator, and we'll show you how we could generate revenues within our platform day one.
Say it again.
Yeah, you're on with the chairman and CEO of Digital Age, which is another blockchain social media platform. We just happened to meet him through Clubhouse, so we were telling him about.
Yeah, I heard something about monetization.
Yeah, I was gonna say maintain her money. That's what I heard too.
You have ka-ching.
Yeah.
Yeah, day one, we show people how to generate revenues and create revenues within our platform. We're not going to screw around with the algorithms. We're not going to be like YouTube, where if you're not the top 3,000 YouTubers, your stuff not seen. People, when they sign up and they create their personas and their information, we're going to deliver them the information that they're looking for. And then we're also, I heard you're doing music and stuff like that. We want to empower people, give it, it's interesting what Kanye said about the music industry. There's a lot of people don't like to say
propaganda.
We want to empower people, and we're working with the old school legends of rap to do that on some with my friend. His name is Frank Nitty.
Okay. Yeah, I heard of Frank Nitty. I heard of him.
He's one of my brothers.
It's the West Coast, right?
Like it's a Nitty beat.
But and if you hit him up, you just say, "Hey, Peter wanted me to introduce." Just say, "Hey, Peter." Peter said hi, and he's a good guy, and especially if you have music, and he'll bring it to me, or we'll work something out where we could help you and share your music. We're acquiring another company.
Yeah, all I need is the info, man. I'll do the rest. I got everything.
Mine is Peter. My email is peter@digitalage.com.
It's actually over here in the chat. You can get it from there. Maintain.
Yeah, it's in the room chat.
Yeah, we've shared your information here on Entre as well in our room chat here, so people that are on stage can click on and send you emails and stuff.
Thank you.
Oh no, of course.
So, Triplet, we're getting a 25% finder's fee on this, right, for the DAO and for you, right?
Finders some Web3 components into it eventually, and it'll probably tie into some sort of decentralized social media to do the rewards for the app. But I am building so I'm going to show my project now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm working on an app that'll allow artists and creators to monetize, to crowdfund live streaming production costs through their fans, so that there's no risk and no cost to the artists to produce high quality live streams, multi-camera live streams for live events. That's a project I'm working on.
I'd love for you to call me or contact me, because we're doing that right now. And but we're also tying it in with a reality TV show, with live streaming a real TV show. We're producing a TV show.
Oh shit! I'm doing something with right along with cops for a diversion program, and then like local.
I want to ride along with the criminals in the back seat. I think that could be fun.
Yeah, but it's like funny, like you get the drug addicts together with the cops, and then they're talking about like letting people go and how like the whole situation works, and then it's just kind of interesting.
This is Vexed if you're on Entre, and if you join,
because I'm doing that sober coin, and then like housing, halfway housing to owning a house, like kind of like a path to ownership from bottom to top rewards.